personality. That's you, Charles Davis. To another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as they get this up to about the 42.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Complete to Olave on the out route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. CD Lamb from 8 yards out.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Darnold. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 5 yards remain on second down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Touchdown, Chargers! Dallas got him. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Now McManus for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown.
Chris Olave
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Darnold's throw brought in by Watson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And now here's another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Fights through it.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. From the 17, Darnold.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 36 yards.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold.
That's complete to McBride. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Raiders.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. but you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Fields.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Fields sacked by Miles Garrett. The tackle made back in his own 49.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Touchdown! DJ Chark with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by Alexander.
Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trey McBride making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Jackson to return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Complete to DJ Shark. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Now Darnold keeps it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk not reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Another run with Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One last throw here for Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now this was not just the